My name is Pendarvis. I'm from Oakland, California. And I used to live right here on 13th and Webster, in the heart of the town. On the side of my building, there was this big graffiti mural that said Dream. I wanted to know who did it and why. So I decided to make a movie about it. The first person I met was a guy named Monty. He works for the city of Oakland, and because of his job, he's acquired the nickname Erase.
They're saying right now that they spend almost $1.5 million on covering up graffiti every year. And it's growing because it's getting more popular. I have a supervisor, I have a truck, and all of us have trucks. You gotta pay for that. It's not just the employee. That includes paying for murals and doing different projects with youth. Even though I found a lot of this stuff isn't youth, it's older people.
After meeting Erase, I met a guy named Amend. He's an artist. He was painting a mural on 3rd Street in Oakland. Amend is a part of that group who painted the wall on the side of my building. They've done a lot of pieces around town.
I've been painting for, since I was like in middle school. So close to 17, 18 years now. And I was just like everybody now, just a bomber kid, you know what I mean, going around tagging the city. And actually before that, just hitting up our neighborhood and stuff like that. I personally like to paint out in busy streets like this so that people could see that I could paint stuff like this that a regular brush person probably still can't paint, but I'm doing it with a spray can.
And this wall, I've probably painted personally 50 times, 60 times. And other guys paint it. And this is typical here, the kind of stuff that comes up. They don't really fill in. They just do throw-ups. It's not gang graffiti. In the old days, they thought every graffiti is gang graffiti. A lot of gangs in Oakland, but the gangs in Oakland have better things to do.
You know, when a doctor becomes a doctor, he has to go through these stages, go through school and all that. I try to explain to people the same process, you know what I mean? So when people dislike tagging or they're like, oh, that vandalism, graffiti, all this stuff, I try to educate them on like, man, like I did that. You know, you love the stuff I do now, but that's where I came from.
The graffiti issue in Oakland is extremely complex. To some, it's an eyesore. To others, it's a sight for sore eyes. 2 things are evident. 1, abatement workers cannot keep the walls from talking. 2, if an artist wants to be great, they have to start off illegal.
Watch your back. Wrap it up, guys. It's all private property out here. Come out here on the private property, guys. We warn all you.
See what happens, you leave all your spray cans and all this other stuff, and then the city comes along and they require the railroad to clean it all up.
But it's like this. We come out here, we clean up our own mess. But you're on private property. I told you that before. You don't belong out here, guys. Hope whatever they pay y'all is worth it, man. Well, they pay me great money, and it's worth it. Yeah, I heard it. I hope it's worth it. Son, next time you come out, you go to jail. You go to jail.
When you're doing something illegal, the adrenaline's flowing and you out there and you're just thinking about not getting busted.
I ended up in the 23rd yards of East Oakland, an industrial side of town, full of trains, tracks, bottles, glasses, blown out tires. It's a place where young people would come, share jokes, laughs, signatures on notebooks, and write on the walls. It was a place where they could leave their mark, you know.
If you would chip off a piece, you could see the layers of paint that's behind there, because, man, it's pretty thick. There's countless of murals behind these pieces and shit. My brother did the first major production out here, was actually on the railroad tracks, and he dedicated it to his one of his best friends and his girlfriend. It said Chris and Steph. And then later he did his one-man production, The Best of Both Worlds, which was painted on the other side of these walls. So anyways, this is the Oakland Wall of Fame, which is dedicated to Dream.
I met him when I was in high school, going out to Oakland to his 23rd yard tracks, you know, just stepping into his home. He ruled that place.
He was like one of my best friends, my painting partner, my shit talker, my sidekick.
We hung out more than just graph. We went to College of Alameda together, went to high school together, middle school.
He had me paint with him one time. Then after we was done painting, told me to spell my name the right way and put me down in the crew.
I met him at the tattoo shop he used to work at. I used to cut school and go chill with him and Dunn. They'll sketch stuff for me. I'll bring sketches to them, and they'll be like, man, you got to work on that.
My dream was the founder of the TDK crew and longtime Oakland graffiti writer.
Oh, I'm Filipino. Proud than a motherfucker, though.
Why's that?
I'm always, I make my little trips out there to the PI with my family. I go out there maybe once every 2 years, once a year, just to keep in touch and to keep base with, who I really am. I don't regret coming out here and getting hip to a lot of street knowledge,
I was a drug dealer, and I was a part-time graffiti writer. So I had gold rings on, and I had paint on my fingers. And you know what I'm saying, Mike, he understood that.
Unfortunately, like in Oakland and a lot of our neighborhoods, a lot of the brothers coming from Laos and Vietnam, a lot of Mien people are out there grinding dope because that's like the first thing they see when they get here. And a lot of our black brothers and sisters embrace them when they get here because we going through the same type of struggles.
During the day, we at the yards, and I'm like, man, I got to go and bust a move right quick. And after a while, it was like, he'd sit there, he'd be like, I'm gonna be at the yards. When you come back, I'll be there. But after a while, he's like, shit, let me come over there with you.
I also think that when brothers and sisters come out here from a lot of third world countries, depending on where you land or where you find yourself at, where you spend most of your time at, that's the culture you're gonna end up embracing. A lot of us embrace hip hop because we end up in the so-called ghettos around here. A lot of us embrace hip-hop because we end up in the so-called ghettos.
And on the upper left-hand corner here, I dedicated this little shit to you, It says, this piece is for all of you fake-ass perpetrating, hip-hop t-shirt wearing, tags on the backpack toting.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think this section of the wall right here with the four words to the Whack production. So this is where the Best of Both Worlds and Sweet Dreams production was right here. It went from end to end. Like I said, that spacing right there wasn't there before. That was all wall too. This was all cut out. This is all new right here. And that's where we used to sneak in. It was like right here. And all this wasn't built before. Like I said, it was all railroad tracks and dirt. And you'd be able to walk the whole track back in them days.
You know what I mean? Because back in the day, Egyptians was using real complicated ass lettering, you know what I mean? Well, ways to communicate and shit. The type of drawings they was doing on the rocks and shit like that, And nowadays, graffiti writers are pretty much doing the same thing, We're doing something that's pretty damn complex. People can't understand it now, but maybe centuries from now, somebody's gonna dig some of this shit up, put it together, and realize that it was a form of communication, so.
When you start off writing, you're in it for the fame, you know what I'm saying? You're in it to get your name up, and you're pushing your name, and you want people to know it's your name. And it got to the point for him was like, it didn't matter anymore. People from New York, people from Germany, and Europe, and Japan, Hawaii, people started recognizing him already. So it got to a point where he was like, man, I gotta put something out there for my people.
Faking the funk, you good for that shit. A lot of you people wearing them fucked up hip-hop t-shirts, you don't realize that the only thing you're doing is making these fake-ass corporations, these t-shirt companies rich off our shit. You know what I'm saying? If anybody should be getting paid, it should be real writers who are out there paying dues rather than these fake-ass corporations, you know what I mean?
I mean, he grew up like all of us in the streets and stuff like that. So you can relate to him. He was a real cool dude, though. Even though he was up there as far as graffiti goes, like his name, he had an established name already, and we were toys at the time, so we were just starting. He always treated us with respect.
Like a lot of other, graph kings, people gravitated around them to want to just get their signature in their book.
I never realized his impact on not only the Bay Area, but worldwide.
He was like a legend as far as like spray can art goes. So when I met him, I was like, man, like I'm meeting like Michael Jackson or something when it comes to this art stuff, you know what I mean?
It just was mind-boggling what people thought could be done with that much amount of focus and concentration with a spray can.
Even today, there's pieces that he has that people can't touch. And I don't know, I haven't seen anybody even come close.
Mike Dream put out the cleanest pieces ever.
On February 17th, 2000, Michael Dream Francisco was murdered in what has been reported an attempted robbery. He was 30. The storage company that owns the land where Mike Dream used to paint decided to preserve the walls.
Yeah, everything basically, when they painted this, everything basically was dedicated to my brother, you know? Everyone did dream pieces or a dedication to him. You can see like the Mike Dreams everywhere on everybody's pieces.
Artists came from around the world to paint.
Apex, Neonsky.
Honoring those who came before you and carrying on their torch, those are big ideas in the graffiti world. And they were big to Mike Dream as well.
It says Writing is Forever, Pac One, Chris Jimenez, Quest for Survival, Plan B, AKA Jesse Hall. And those were two of his best friends he put on his arms there. That's a snapshot of them. And yeah, this whole production here is TDK.
TDK. I heard of them. Somewhere.
Kind of a catchy little name, you know, because we were like those damn kids and we were out there, you know, shaking all the 51s and 64s and bombing all these buses.
It's some more meanings too, man.
Tax dollars kill.
Top dollar crew.
The damn kings, that kind of just refers to graffiti, the word kings.
The dollar controls.
Teach the kids.
Two dope kings.
The devastating kings.
When it came to like doing hella dirt, it was like, they don't know. The Dark Nights. You know, there was a meaning for everything we did, almost like our subtitle, you know?
Those damn kids.
Those damn kids.
Keep going and going and going, but the original one was Those Damn Kids.
You making us look bad over here. They taping it, man. Look.
It's all good, this TDK shit.
Hey, he don't even surprise us no more, man. What do you expect it from him? If he don't do something
See, that's
dope,
what's bad.
If he don't do something dope,
I gotta
then
do some shit these cats ain't seen before for them to even get inspired anymore. They look at my shit like, yeah, we seen that shit before, man.
Nah, it's just like, yeah, you better do that.
Years after his death, TDK organized and got the city of Oakland to recognize Dream's contributions to the arts. Now, every February 17th is Dream Day.
I thought you was gonna roll up wearing slippers. Like the last time I seen you.
Got damn, son.
Oh, God, you're gonna squeeze the fart out of me.
Without him, I don't think Oakland would be where it's at as far as like history, you know. He really, to me, put Oakland on the map. He was like kind of a mystery because nobody didn't know who he was yet. And he used to go under different aliases like Does One. And then also the other cat that used to write with them was this cat named Angie. And so I thought it was a girl that was like writing hella hard, but it ended up being Dilska. My buddy Dill, he used to write his girlfriend's name. But I used to like look at that and be like, man, this girl's got heat, because you know, he had mad style, or she had, I didn't know who it was. But those two cats were like the early members of TDK.
This is the original deal from the Oakland. You know what I'm saying? Fools don't know that though. Fools ain't gonna, fools don't recognize. This is,
you know, people say they're the mayor. This is the real mayor of Oakland right here.
We fucking been painting a long ass time.
Oh,
like 32 years, something like that. And we represent the TDK family crew.
What you write, man?
All right, Dream, bro. Dream.
What's up, man? Tell me about who you are, man.
Yo, all right, fresh, like I'm old school Oakland, like way back, like 84, original BSK. BSK was the original crew in Oakland, you know what I'm saying?
And I just wanted to give a shout out to Dream because, you know what I'm saying, we all miss him, you know what I'm saying? He be making us all want to paint because just seeing his styles burn makes you want to burn. And with that one, I'm out. Peace.
Today is February 17th, official Dream Day. When Mike passed, I kind of didn't really know what to do, if I was going to paint again, and how to grieve. So I didn't do anything, and I felt like we needed to do more. So I tried to do lead by example and paint more. Sorry. After gathering this list of people that are in TDK, it's huge. It's actually a lot bigger than I ever thought. It's like 40-something plus people. Some have passed on, you know, Mike and fucking Bucket, Pack. And we're here to represent them. And the only way we know how is in painting.
He made people proud to be from here, you know what I mean? And to be like him, like go from a hustler mentality to then become educated. If it wasn't for him, I probably would have been stuck and bored of what I was doing with just writing on people's crap. Wouldn't have evolved if I wouldn't have met dude, so love to him.
TDK, the dream continues. We're keeping his legacy going. We still got a lot of work to do, but yeah, he'd be happy with what we're doing.
His legacy is carried on through myself, man, and the family, and his crew, TDK. And you know, we just constantly, you know, teach our kids and the youth about the history of writing in Oakland and true hip-hop, you know what I'm saying?
Welcome to the 23rd Yards, Oakland, California. Since the mid-1980s, these walls here have displayed thousands of pieces, art of the aerosol culture. Rich with color, line, motion, creativity, and soul, the diversity of styles reflected the countless numbers of youth that expressed their joy and the pain of life experiences through the medium of the spray paint can. Oakland Bay Area graph pioneer Mike Dream Francisco, 1969 to 2000, was guardian of these walls, and may he continue shine upon you. Dream, but don't sleep.
The dream continues every day. When I wake up, that's when it keeps continuing. When the TDK crew wakes up, that's when it keeps continuing. When everybody, I guess, knew and was friends with, that's when it keeps continuing. Everybody pitches in to keep the dream alive, to keep the dream going, you know, to keep the legacy going.
These walls tell a story. They say somebody existed. They say that an abatement worker tried to silence me and I fought against it. And then that abatement worker came back and painted over this, and I used that as a canvas. You can try to keep these walls from talking, but you can't. The story will get out. Somehow.
My tag's Dream. I'm a graffiti artist from Oakland, and I'm down with a couple of crews like TDK, Those Damn Kids. You see, I got my tag from, well, I get most of my ideas from my dreams, so that's where it comes to.